Let's make this adorable gingerbread house candle look for less. I grabbed a toy castle and spray painted it with Rust-Oleum white paint. I painted 2 coats and then I used brown acrylic paint for everything except the roof, letting it dry in between each coat. Once that was dry, I painted the roof with white acrylic paint and I sprinkled glitter on top. I also painted a glass tray both sides with 2 coats of white acrylic paint. Once dry, I spread Mod Podge around the outside edge and I added glitter to it. When that was dry, I used hot glue to attach the glass plate to the top of the castle. I added a candle, and what do you think?
At the Dollar Tree, I got these toilet brush cleaners for $1.25. I'm gonna start by taking some wire cutters and I'm just gonna clip away the handle. And that leaves you with one long piece. What I'm gonna do with some of these is have some taller, some shorter. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do these a little off-centered. And I'm just gonna repeat this step on all of the brushes. Next step, I'm going to go ahead and just trim them into the Christmas tree shape. And for your bottle brush trees, you're gonna need some kind of base to hold them down and have some weight. And I just cut this little 2x4 that I had in our garage. So I'm gonna take my block, I'm gonna do a pilot hole with this in my drill, and then I'm going to stick each tree in and put a little hot glue in the base as well and let it dry for about 30 seconds. And I'm repeating the same exact steps on 11 more of these.
Now it's time to paint all the bottle brushes. I actually have 14. I thought I did 12. That's how easy they were to make. And I picked out 7 different colors, so I'm gonna do 2 of each color.
Let me show you how I turned a couple glass bowls into these Pottery Barn dupes. Put 1 coat of spray paint and primer on the bowls. With the Rub and Buff, I was able to put on 1 layer and achieve the aged look that I wanted. Turn it over and then paint the bottom the other side of your bowls. I cut the ring off the pacifier and snapped a small piece of the shower curtain ring off and glued them. Here I used wax cubes, melted them down, and then you pour that into the bowl. For your wicks, you can get a kit off of Amazon and use the popsicle sticks with the hole to help make sure that your wicks stand up straight.
Grab 2 of these mirrors and then pick up some wooden dowel rods. Spray paint the dowel rods black and let them dry completely. Squeeze a small dollop of clear adhesive glue to the bottom of one of the dowel rods and then press it into one of the corners of the mirror octagon. Take your second mirror octagon and flip it upside down. Squeeze a small dollop of clear adhesive onto each corner of the mirror bottom. Flip it back over and carefully align the corners of the mirror with the tops of the wooden dowel rods. Tuck a small green wreath and colorful tree ornament into the bottom of your lantern and add a votive candle and festive jingle bells to the top.
Save your pickle jars, especially the large ones. They can make beautiful seasonal decor. Put it in a bath of warm, soapy water. Make sure you get that pickle odor out of there. Take that label right off. Start by grabbing a roll of contact paper. Cut out a little star shape, and I'm just gonna trace it onto the contact paper. And I'm gonna cut out about a dozen stars in different sizes. Peel the back off and place them all around your pickle jar. Once all the stars are placed, it's time to paint this. We are going to use a frosted glass spray paint. So once you've got 2 coats on there, grab a tweezer and we're gonna pull off those stars right away. I'm gonna use some rope from the dollar store and a Christmas sprig with some red berries and some green leaves. Once all the embellishments are on, I'm gonna use a battery-powered tea light to drop on the inside.
We're going to start by taping some white tissue paper onto the front of some white bond paper. Then we're going to take an image that we really like and we are going to feed this through our printer. Next, we're going to cut off the tape area and we're going to cut out each of our images so it's only the tissue paper. You're going to grab a plain white candle, any size you want, and we're going to use a heat gun. If you don't have that, you can use a blow dryer. Now we're going to grab some wax paper or some freezer paper. So the wax side you want right on top of your image. Then we take our heat gun and we keep heating it. You're going to start to see the image come through. This one, I just decided to test it out if I was just to take the heat gun and the tissue paper. That seemed to work really well. We're going to take our Santa candle and we are going to peel off that freezer paper. And then I just added the heat gun just a little more.
grab an assortment of frames. Remove any packaging, paper, or cardboard from the frames, as well as the frame glass. Using a strong adhesive glue, take an 8x10 frame and glue one short side of the frame to the long side of a 4x6 frame. Glue the remaining sides of the frames together. Use some painter's tape to hold the glued sides together until dry. Next, take 2 of the 5x7 frames and glue to the top of the box base, angled together on top of the frame box. Once the first half of the roof is glued and secured, glue the other 2 5x7 frames to the base. Once dry, I gave my greenhouse a couple of light coats of hunter green spray paint. Take some faux Christmas greenery stems, trim them to the height of the roof, and hot glue the stems to the base of the roof line. Add some holly berries and leaves at the roof line to cover the bottoms of the stems. Take a lightweight ornament and glue it by its string to the front opening of the greenhouse.
Start by mixing together 1 cup of Epsom salt plus 1 tablespoon of clear or white glitter. Apply a thin layer of Mod Podge onto each glass vase and then sprinkle some of the fake snow on top. Continue this process around each vase. Showcase this adorable display with some battery-operated tea light candles and some string lights.
I'm going to take my craft knife. I'm just going to cut the pool noodle. I've cut my craft paper. I've made sure it overlaps a little bit. I'm going to scrunch it up into a ball, and then I'm going to unscrunch it the same way, so it's got lots of nice pieces in it. I'm going to really squeeze that hard. And I am going to just rip it into strips. I'm going to take my pool noodle and I'm just going to draw around it in a circle. You can cut out both at the same time. I've got some tacky glue, so just a quick drop of water and I'm going to give it a quick mix up. I'm going to take my pool noodle and I'm going to add some glue around this top area. And I'm literally going to just squish it onto there, pull it around. I'm letting it overlap slightly at the top here. I'm going to get to the end, I'm going to pop a little bit of glue there and push her down. There we go. So that's the next one. Now that I've actually attached all of the brown paper, add some glue to this top part here, pop that onto there, and there we go. Now I'm going to go leave this to dry, take a couple of pieces of TP. So all I'm going to do is scrunch it up, get a little bit of the glue, pop that on there, and I'm just going to leave it on there to just kind of sit there all on its own. I'm now going to take some white paint. I'm just going to mix a little bit into here, a couple of drops of water in there. I'm going to mix that up and I'm going to lightly cover my birch tree. So after 1 coat of paint, this is what your log will look like. What I then did is I actually added a 2nd coat of paint, a little drop of that to this white paint that I've got here. I'm just going to mix that in. I'm going to add a little bit more water to that as well because we want to create a wash to go over the top of this. Pull it all the way across. And I'm not rubbing particularly hard with my brush. So I've got some brown artist paint here, just acrylic from the dollar store, and some of the black as well. And this is where we're going to apply a little bit of artistic license here. And this is a squeegee that I use all the time. It's a silicone squeegee. And we're going to just put this across. I'm going to start thinking about making some of those little birch tree marks. So I'm going to take some metallic paint, add this onto the top.